we have Salim Ula, and he'll be taking us through the role of science communication in the face of the pandemic. And before then, I would just like to thank everyone for the patience and all. So thank you. I don't know, Salim, are you ready?
Yeah,
Awesome.
my audible?
Yes, you are. So please introduce yourself, where you're from, and your screen if you have a slide to show us.
I unfortunately would not be sharing my screen. I haven't prepared the screen. So,
That's all right.
okay, so my name is Salimullah and I am from Pakistan. Uh, Good evening, everybody. It's 3 a.m. almost here in Pakistan. So, and I haven't slept for the last maybe I think 26 or 27 hours. So please, So my name is Salimullah, and I am a junior and year undergrad student at University of Peshawar. Uh, I am the co-owner and content head at Biohacking Space Peshawar. Uh, uh, it's a community lab and also a science communication platform for the general public, uh, where we have a diverse group of writers writing for primary students to writing on newest research articles related to life sciences, as well as for a general public who are not science literate. Okay, so with the pandemic, we saw conspiracy theories arose very quickly, and misinformation was spread. Uh, Even today, new informations uh, are we are getting new information about the virus on a daily basis, and misinformation is one thing that is also is being spread at an alarming rate. And due to this, which it makes it extremely difficult to deal with issues like COVID-19, uh, especially in countries like Pakistan, where there is a huge gap between science and the general public. The, the the gap between science and the society is huge in Pakistan. So you know it is extremely damaging for a country like Pakistan. Uh, but why do people believe in conspiracy theories, and why we haven't come up with the right strategy for science communication? I believe that science communication, we have made it extremely difficult. uh, it's not it is a dull kind of science communication for now. So we have to make it accessible and make it easy for the general public. uh, Science communication is vital in today's issues, not only in uh, issues like COVID-19, but also other issues like climate change and global warming. Uh, all these issues are concerned and connected somehow with science. So when you don't know the science behind these issues, uh, it would be difficult to have the people to connect with the people and kind of uh, you know make them understand that the dangerous implications of these. So why is conspiracy theories so widespread? I think that it's because of the extremely understanding nature of conspiracy theories. And science communication, on the other hand, is extremely difficult for and for most of the people. So that is one of the reason. And another thing is that you know, in times like today, when there is so much information on social media platforms, and people don't counter check facts uh, before sharing it. So, some of the countries are still struggling to get out of the pandemic. Pakistan has fortunately made, open the schools and everything, but still we are far away from, from completely letting things loose. And I believe that science communication will indeed help in a strategy to overcome these situations, especially in countries where there's conflicting narratives about the dealing the virus, precautions that are related to these virus, and about the virus itself. Uh, that many people believe that it's not real, and nothing will happen. So that is another thing. Uh, Another is the big media organizations, to they needs to get on board experts, so as to build the trust between community and the society. Similarly, we have to uh, customize the science communication. We have to make it kind of a customized communication for every society. Every society has a different and social factors. So, to and we saw it in Africa with the Ebola outbreak, uh, and as well as with the current pandemic. So it's important to consider, and I believe it's important to prioritize, in fact, the culture factors and the social sciences, to integrate these with the science communication, and the research uh, uh, during the times of like today's. So that's all for me. I won't take much of your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat section.
Yes, thank you, Salim. We really do appreciate this. So, please, if you have questions, okay. So, Amanda Strawhacker, please, can you unmute yourself and ask Salim your question?
Sure. Thank you, Amanda Obadike. Salim, thanks so much for joining. So great to hear from your quadrant of the world, really, but from everyone about this question of science communication and how to make it more inclusive and draw more people in. I was wondering, because you mentioned, we need to consider all the unique considerations for different societies, and I'm assuming also, different micro communities for how we communicate science and biology. And I wonder if you could speak to some of the unique considerations that you face in Pakistan trying to communicate about your work or about these ideas with friends, family, or your colleagues.
Yeah, in Pakistan, we have uh, the the gap between the science and the society is very huge. As Similarly, uh, at the start of the pandemic, no one believed uh, in the the applications, or the no one believed that this is any virus. They thought this is just fever. But then when the cases they uh, got high, so that's when people started to really think of these. So, what was your question about that?
I guess I was just wondering if there's anything
Uh,
specific in Pakistan. It sounds like just general disbelief in, for example, COVID is an issue.
yeah, exactly. So, in Pakistan, we have, as I said, mentioned it before, that the gap is extremely huge. So, about the cultural and that thing, uh, I think that there was at the start of the pandemic there was uh, the government was politics was involved in the uh, mm, pandemic. There was conflicts between the central government and uh, the provincial government. The provincial government wanted to, you know, uh, to lock down the cities and the province, while the central government was of the view that it would, uh, it would cause harm to the economy of the country. Uh, but then later on, and that caused a huge outbreak at the start. So after that, we had a national command unit, and that kind of started the our daily communications platforms were made, and uh, a dedicated team that would brief about the issues and the COVID cases on a daily basis. So that really helped at the start.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I would like Marilia to unmute herself and ask her question in person if she can. She dropped it on the chat box, but I would like her to, speak up. Okay, let me read it out. Sorry. So she said, you said you should customize SciComm. That do you have an example of a message being customized for a place or society?
Okay, so by customizing science, I mean that we have to make science communication according to the society. A foreigner cannot just tell the people, like societies where like Pakistan, where foreigners here are not considered is, I'm not saying it in a, it sounds bad, but in Pakistan, there is not a trust of the local Pakistanis with the outsiders. So, any information coming from outside the country will, people won't believe it. They will say that, this is not for Pakistan. This is a conspiracies, or, this is to degrade the Pakistan economy, or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So, Marilia, does that answer your question? Okay, so yes. Um, okay, so we'll be wrapping up. Unfortunately, Christian was meant to join us, but something came up, something really intense came up, and he sent his apologies. We would have given him an opportunity to also speak alongside with you. And yes, we would like to tell Salim, thank you so much. We really do appreciate your time and, sharing your candid view on science communication. So before we go, do you have like any closing remark or like any special hacks you would like us to integrate into science?
Yeah, I would just thank the Bio Summit organizing team, and thank you, Amanda, so much. and all the wonderful attendees that got involved. It's my first time in the Bio Summit, and I was a bit nervous too. So yeah, and I hope that we make a science communication more accessible to people. Uh, so that's my dream kind of. And thank you so much, guys.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So before we go, please let's take a family picture. I'm really sorry I didn't do that in the last presentation. So thank you, Salim, for the platform. Thank you so much. So some snaps for Salim. Thank you.
Thank you so
So,
much, guys.
all
Thank you.
right.